What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, if you could, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification button to stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. And today I would like to welcome you to episode 5 of the Tekken Tag Tournament Season Bowl, or Tekken Tag Tournament Bowl Season 2, the overall edition as I like to call it. And before we get started, today is sponsored. Today's not sponsored officially yet, but I'm practicing Olipop. Olipop is actually one of my favorite alternative sodas. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Olipop, but maybe one day. Olipop, if you see this, check it out. Today I'm rocking with classic root beer flavor, and this is an all-time favorite of mine. This is the first flavor I ever tried, and I fell in love and was like, yeah, this is it. So, good stuff. All right, so today we are actually going to look into two teams. We're still in round 1, battling it out. We're keeping it going, you know what I'm saying? Today we have Xiayou and Yoshimitsu versus Nina Williams and Forest Law. Should be an interesting matchup. Who's going to win and who's going home? Let's find out. So, first and foremost, let me apologize for last week's episode. Last week's episode was very much under quality, horrible audio. I'm not using the microphone today, but we're going to be using the microphone again very soon. I think I need to get some practice in with it. Give me about 1 or 2 more episodes without it. We'll get back to it. Hopefully, this audio will be a better result. Actually, let me go ahead and turn the thing down just a little bit so it doesn't seem like I'm yelling. All right, Xiayou, she starts off. Let's see if she's going to start from a good note. How you start really matters. We found out in this tournament, and she starts off on a good note. And you know what? To be fair, all the teams have been starting off on a very good note. The real question is, how well can they keep it going? Let's see. So Nina, she's up the bowl first, and both teams are starting off great. You know, I'd say that's one big thing in this tournament compared to the last tournament. Both teams have most certainly started off very well, very promising. And also, forgive me if you hear thunder in the background. It is lightning. That's good old Florida for you. Lightning almost every day during the summer. Yoshimitsu, he finally shows himself on the scene. Let's see what he has. Yoshimitsu is kind of a cheat code. As you can see, he got a little scanner. It kind of helps him analyze if he can, roll the ball well. So they got a spare, so that's a good way to start. Nina, can she get a second strike in a row? And no, she gets 9 pins just like Xiayou did. Now, Law's up the bat. Let's see if he can get himself a spare as well. And he does. Ooh, that was a close one. I thought that was going to be a gutter ball. So both teams, just like the last round, are starting off with the same exact points. And Xiayou, she comes in with another strike. Can Nina match that? That would be real nice to see. A very, very slow bow. And not quite. Uh-oh. Is this deja vu from last week? Guess we'll find out soon enough. But Law does get a spare, so, not falling too far behind. Let's see if Xiayou can actually go ahead and get another strike. And she does not. But she gets 9, so that's still pretty good. Yoshimitsu with the cheat code. You know what's funny? In Tekken, they never verified if Yoshimitsu was a human or not. Like, he's not a human, but, like, what is he? Like, somebody leave a comment below. But in the meantime, Nina gets a strike, so it looks like the switch-up just happened. So, at this point, still anybody's game. That's what I love to see. Xiayou only bows a 6. That's probably her worst one yet. But Yoshimitsu, he has an easy 4 pins to go ahead and knock down, and he does. All right, Nina's up. And she followed up with a second strike. And not quite, but she does get 9, so that's good. Nobody has gotten the gutter ball yet, so that's really, really good. So that looks very promising. Very, very promising. All right, and the score is actually relatively close. So still anybody's game from here on out. Let's see. Okay, so Xiayou gets 7 pins. I don't feel comfortable with the way those 7 pins were. It's not really a 7-10 split, but, we'll see what Yoshimitsu's going to do. Can he get the spare? Not quite. So that's the first time that we haven't seen a strike or a spare today. Nina, how is she going to follow up with that? She follows up with 9 pins. All right. Can Law get a spare to get his team ahead? Let's find out. Ooh! Not good at all. So it's a pretty close score. 102 to 106. That is the current score right now. Not bad. Still relatively close for both teams. Xiayou, she gets 9 pins. Yoshimitsu, let's see if he follows up with a spare. Looks like a pretty easy one for him. All right. We do know Yoshimitsu is a he. That much we do know. At the very least. We just don't know what human, monster, whatever the case may be. All right. Law. He's got a weird situation. Can he knock down both of those pins? Not quite. Not quite at all. Xiayou, she's up the bowl again. I don't know what happened. Xiayou, she was on fire at one point. The strikes have calmed down just a little bit, but this team seems to be cruising just fine. If they can at least keep the spares going, then they might actually win this thing on out. But Nina has something to say about that. She says, no, it ain't over until it's over. And 2 more frames left. This could truly be anybody's game. But Xiayou says, we ain't going down without a fight. I love it. I love it. Nina, what is she going to do? She gets 7 pins. Okay, all right, Law. You can keep your team in the lead. It's your chance. Can you knock down all 3? He only gets 1. Oh, no. All right. So, from the looks of it, it looks like Xiayou and Yoshimitsu are in the lead. But the last frame seems to determine a lot of things. Let's see what they end up doing. Xiayou, she gets 8 pins. Okay. Can Yoshimitsu get these last 2 and potentially call GG? Let's find out. All right. So he gets a spare. So 160. So the most they can get is 170. That is the most they can get. Let's see what Xiayou does. And she rolls a strike. All right. So Nina and Law are in a very interesting predicament. The only way Nina... Oh, wait. No. 180. I counted wrong. Oops. Well, it looks like once again, the first team, meaning in this case, Xiayou and Yoshimitsu, I really can't count today, can I? That's why I'm a language arts teacher, not a math teacher. They win. GG. All right. So they're going on to the second round. But can Nina... I was going to say, can Nina and Law at least get a punch out? Not quite. Ugh. And 2 pins. And that ends the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, final score. Xiayou and Yoshimitsu, 180. Nina Williams and Forrest Law, 149. Just like last game, it was close until the last few frames. And Xiayou and Yoshimitsu just took over. This is actually the biggest margin of victory so far within the tournament. And it seems like that margin just keeps growing as the weeks go on. So my question is, are we going to have a blowout? Right? Now my question to y'all leave a comment below and let me know what you think. What do you consider a blowout in the Tekken Tag Tournament Bowl or just in bowling period? Like, how many points do you have to beat your opponent by for it to be considered a blowout? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look it up and I'm going to see for myself. I want somebody to leave a comment below. And if you leave a comment below and you guess correctly within the next, I'm going to say month of when this episode releases, I'll go ahead and have a little something for you. So let me know if you figure it out. I'm going to figure it out myself. But in the meantime, this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be better you. Love you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. See you next week for episode 6.